the age of creation, it's the age of technology, and Geminis will, in my opinion, lead us into that age. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Lie Tarot. This is tarot discussions about Bravo celebrities and reality stars. Please make sure that you subscribe. Feel free to comment about the video. If you're interested in learning more about tarot, check out the link in my description. The disclaimer is there too. So this week I'm going to be talking about Andy Cohen, and I want to see, well, this is actually, I titled it a message for Andy Cohen because I feel like he might be in a bit of a tricky situation in terms of the direction that Bravo is headed, particularly with the housewives. I think, well, we'll get into it, but I have a strong feeling he's spreading himself very thin, and it's having an effect on his network, or his co-owned network. Like I said before, my name is Holly. Great to have you all. Please make sure you subscribe to keep up with this content. I release a video almost every day, so check out my cards too. Throughout the video you'll see different cards and different playlists, and I'm really so proud of this channel. I just restarted it. I've been doing some collaborations with other podcasters too, so let's get into it. I feel like Andy's a Gemini. Andy Cohen's a Gemini, and I actually met him 8 years ago. He was so sweet, very kind, courteous. I've said that before on my channel, but I think that's what spurred me to do this reading, because I'm like, I really want the best for him. I want Bravo to succeed, but I feel like he's surrounded himself with people that just want to take advantage of him. So I pick up strongly that with Priestess, it says, how are you being called to step up and lead? So I have a strong feeling he needs to take more direction of where things are headed. He's been listening to the wrong people recently in the past 2 years, who've kind of been telling him things that might not be in his best interest, because I don't think that they want him to succeed. They are very sneaky, these people, because I get recovery, 4 of swords, 7 of discs, and knight of discs upside down. So these people who are giving him advice are intentionally trying to mess with him and intentionally giving him the wrong advice because they don't want him to succeed. And yes, there are people like that in this world. I've experienced it myself, but he can always recover from it from a place of, I actually recommend that he does some kind of spiritual work, breath work, maybe even see a tarot reader too, just so he can tap into his intuition, because almost like he's not connected to his intuition. So with Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising, you are the Oracle. It's very important for him to reconnect himself. It's almost like he's been disconnected from the battery of intuition. He needs to reconnect himself, and he will be able to feel alive again. It's almost like he's checked out of it, you know. He's just like very monotonous, very to the point, very like, he's lost the creativity. And it's unfortunate because Geminis to me are the most creative of all the signs and the geniuses of all the signs. And I've said this before, and I really, really mean it. I think Geminis are going to lead us into the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius is the age that we're in right now. It's the age of light, it's the age of creation, it's the age of technology, and Geminis will, in my opinion, lead us into that age, because into the age we are in, they'll be the leaders of this age in the beginning stages of it, because Geminis think out of the box. They also just say what's on their mind, you know, think about what happens live, you know. Sometimes it is kind of passive aggressive. I feel like he has some water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer in the rest of his chart, like moon or rising too. Actually, I think he might be an Aries rising, but his moon, I think, is a water sign, because he'll be like passive aggressive about what he wants to say. So with the Strength, the World, and the Magician, he is going to have to muster up more courage to do better than he did before. It's almost like he's like, can we do this? But he has to believe it, affirm it, believe it, and it will be true. So with 9 of Cups, dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Like I said, I recommend some kind of breath work for him right now. It's almost like his energy's stagnant, you know, and he's like, it's not that he's waiting for Bravo to fail, but he needs to take more charge. If he really wants to see results, he needs to take more charge. So with 9 of Cups, Justice, and the Wheel, there might be some legalities going on, or be careful, a housewife or former housewife might end up suing him. So I would just be careful. There is some legal stuff that might be brewing. He has 2 people around him that are very sneaky. So I would warn him about those people, if any of you know him. So Knight of Wands, it's about moving forward, projection, head on, head first. So like I said, it's really, really time. You know, I think his rising might be Leo now that I think about it. His rising is a fire sign, I can just tell. He needs to be, I mean, if he wants to take this advice, I don't like to push advice on people, but I can see he has a big vision for Bravo, and he has spread himself thin because of this reason. And I would encourage him, if any of you know him, I would encourage him to plan more, to not be afraid, because I feel like he has an assistant that is kind of like not doing what they're supposed to do. He needs to be more on that assistant, more on the other people, because he's taking the brunt of things and he's afraid. He's you know, people say a lot about him, but I think he is a well-meaning human being. So with the Knight of Pentacles and 5 of Swords, even though he gets like the image, you know, Nini was like, oh, he's racist and this, that. I don't think it's him. I think he's being fed by those 2 people how to behave, you know? And then afterwards he's like, why did you tell me to do that? You know? He has difficulty seeing that some people don't have good intentions for him. So with Knight of Pentacles and 5 of Swords, somebody's trying to block a lot of his blessings and his deals, and I think it's these 2 people I'm talking about. With 5 of Cups, it's time to let go of those people, because if he doesn't, with 6 of Swords and 4 of Swords, there's going to be a lot of repercussions for keeping them around. It's almost like I feel like one of these people started with him. You know how it goes, it's like a friend you know for a long time, you get into business with them, and then it's like, oh, they end up screwing up, or they end up taking advantage of the situation, you know. So I would want him to release the contract he has with these people first before he does anything else, because I have a strong sense, and I predicted this in one of the podcasts I did with Dana Wilkie from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, that I feel like he's wants to team up with the Kardashians and so forth, and before he does that, he needs to clean up his end of the bargain, his end of the camp, because they're going to cause a lot of trouble, specifically this one person. Okay, yes, okay, so this person has been jealous of him basically his whole life. And Ace of Wands and the Empress, this person has seen Andy as like a cash cow kind of person, where he's like the idea and he does the co-production, but he doesn't really bring anything else to the table other than tell Andy what to do. And before, it's kind of worked in their favor, but now Andy's like, I do more than you do, like what's going on? So with 2 of Swords and the Chariot, I highly recommend that he cuts him out. I'm not sure he's going to, because he feels loyalty to him, and Geminis are very loyal, so I'm not sure that he will, but I really feel like with the Devil card, if he doesn't, it's going to be a lot of darkness, and Bravo is going to just depreciate from there. So please let me know what you think. If you think that Andy is being is what Nini says, or is a good-hearted, well-meaning person, love to know what you think. Please be respectful, because some of the comments I got before were not that respectful about my inform people. So please just try to be respectful of what you say. I'm open to opinions, but let's keep it respectful. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care.